everyone. I'm Kira Gross, senior in sociology, and I worked with Extinction Rebellion Santa Cruz this past year. The parent organization I worked with, Extinction Rebellion, is out of London, but I worked specifically with the XR Santa Cruz branch. This project started with a modest budget of $160, but inevitably only ended up using about $120. Primarily with Adobe Illustrator, along with a bit of Photoshop, I focused on social media management, organization, tech guidance, and XR youth group implementation. I believe Extinction Rebellion has a lot of potential in Santa Cruz because they're known for using nonviolent civil disobedience to encourage action on the government and corporate level in order to avoid climate change, biodiversity, and ecological collapse. This type of activism in the form of civil disobedience is really built into the Santa culture already. So the organization has a great chance to flourish in this environment. When the project was just beginning to come together, it started to become clear how much of an impact the pandemic would have on our plans. Two group members ended up leaving the program due to school going online, which halved the number of people involved. Although they originally intended on keeping on with the project, this became something they were no longer able to maintain. Additionally, the members of XR Santa Cruz took a break from events out of fear of health risks caused by gathering. The activity of the branch began to taper off. By June, I found myself in an independent project and pivoted the project to be more manageable by one person. This took form in creating 4 Instagram campaigns for the main Extinction Rebellion page, 3 Instagram campaigns for the XR Youth Santa Cruz page, registering the XR Youth chapter in Santa Cruz with XR Youth US, and creating a social media and graphic design guide for XR Santa Cruz to use going forward when they're able to gather again. When I began work on their Instagram, it was void of a color scheme and had no resources on what Extinction Rebellion is about or how to get involved. By gathering existing resources from across XR Santa Cruz, as well as other branches and presenting them with original, easily digestible content, the Instagram page is now much more approachable. Since I've been able to get involved, the main XR page has gained over 120 new followers, and the brand new XR Santa Cruz page has acquired 109. To aid transition after my involvement, I created a graphic design and social media guide full of custom content and free organizational and design software resources. Going forward, I really hope to get the XR Youth Santa Cruz chapter registered as a club at UCSC to aid in visibility. When XR Santa Cruz members feel safe in gathering to protest again, the social media and design guide will aid in creating awareness of these protests and events. I'm also aiming to eventually appoint younger members of XR who are currently active to take on XR Youth on the XR Youth branch. Amongst everything, this has been an immense learning experience for me. Something that was really difficult was learning to throw myself out of my comfort zone. I figured out how to not let being embarrassed of bothering someone or being wrong get in the way of doing the most I could for the branch. I also learned the importance of trusting my gut. Those feelings are likely not irrational and they're worth looking into. I also taught myself to find something to be passionate about whenever I was doing. Passion is my work, and it's a necessity to create something with an impact. Thank you so much for coming and for listening. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat, or if there's anything that you don't think of here, my email is right there. Feel free to message me.